Hello, beautiful people. I just got home from kickboxing and I was gonna make this video in my car, but it was too dark. You couldn't see me. So, um, I just wanted to come on and briefly talk about the power of movement in relation to trauma responses and joy. So, I've learned that it is very easy for people, including myself, for us humans to stop doing things that bring us joy. It's actually a trauma response. And it's easy for um, things that we like to not stay in the habit of doing them because it seems more normal to um, suffer or feel pain or make excuses or procrastinate or put things off, whatever it may be. And the example I am personally coming from is the one around working on your body, your physical body, and taking care of your vessel, loving your vessel. Um, Growing up, I tried different types of sports and activities, and I'm not going to go all into that whole thing, but I stopped doing a lot of them because I was comparing myself to other people and the way that I saw their ability in doing things, or because the environment, something in it didn't feel safe. So I would just quit or go to the next thing. Um, and then when I was in my early 20s, I was dating somebody who became very um, intensely attached to working out. Um, and so I would work out with them, and then, but there's a lot of shaming there, body shaming. There was a lot of him comparing me to others, no matter how good I felt in my body. It was, he shamed himself even though he looked great. There was there was a lot of, you can't just work on the physical without working on the internal. You can't just work on the internal without working on the physical, right? That so mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual health all go in as one. When you can find a balance between all of those, you find a form of peace, you find bliss, you are able to flow and feel joy. And after me and after that relationship ended, I didn't look at working out the same. It I had a lot of anxiety around it or fear around it. And the more spiritually connected I got, I realized that I didn't value my body because in the past, in other lives, it didn't matter who I was or what I looked like. I was still either burned, killed for being who I was, killed in some traumatic way for standing in my truth. I was misunderstood. So I was like, well, fuck it. Why does it matter what my body is, right? If it never mattered before. And specifically this past year, these few June, July, August, September, so these last 4 to 5 months, Spirit has been, which I've put in other videos, you need to work on your physical health. Even though I was eating better, I wasn't releasing the energy from my body in a healthy way. I wasn't releasing it at all. It was actually just sitting in me. But I was releasing it through my guides and through energy work, not through physical movement, because I didn't realize that I was in trauma response. It's so easy for people to like, just go to the gym, just go to yoga, just go to this, just go to that, until you actually do it. It is easier for us because I really enjoyed working out. Like I really did. And every time I do it, I'm like, oh my God, yes, I'm gonna keep doing it. And then I would fall off and I'd fall off and I'd fall off. Since June, I have consistently worked out at least 3 times a week, like broken in an intense sweat. And that doesn't involve my intuitive dancing and yoga and stretching and my kinergy. I mean, sweat. Like, get the energy out of me and the toxins out of me in a different way. And damn, it feels good. And Spirit's like, yes, now you're finding a true Sam balance. So my mental health, I personally believe, is on point. My spiritual and emotional is on point. Now I'm getting my physical on point, and it feels so good. I realized that it is so easy to break a habit than to start a habit. Starting a habit takes a lot of heart on board, mind over matter. Because I'm not gonna lie, every single time before I'm about to go to a workout where I'm gonna sweat my ass off, or I have to physically leave, shit, I don't know what that was. It was my deodorant. That's funny. Before I have to physically leave my house, my parts are like, nah, we don't feel good. We're really tired. Like, literally every single time. And then my healthy pre-workout that I take kicks in, which has like turmeric and all that in it. And I'm like, I can still feel, it's actually not my feeling. I can still hear. I know that some of my parts are like, oh, we're really, really doing this. Like, she's really bypassing us right now. And all right. And I'm like, so I say, all parts on board. Like, I know part of me is tired, but part of me really needs to move this energy. We are tired because we are now accumulating energy and we're aware of it. And also, parts of me still have a little bit of fear around working out, right? And once I talk to myself and I breathe into my heart center, and I'm like, you guys, as in my parts, we're gonna work out. It's gonna be okay. It's only 45 minutes. It's only an hour. It's okay. And then, like, 45 minutes to an hour is done, and I'm like, let's keep going. Like, all of my parts are like, yeah, super excited. And I just remind my parts every time I want to go into lazy default mode. Hey, remember how good it felt last time? And you're like, oh yeah, it did. It is very hard to break habits that you are used to. I think I didn't work out for maybe, it's weird to say out loud, but maybe like over 8 to 9 years of like generally working out consistently a few times a week, breaking a sweat. Like, that's how fast time flies. But now I have like the energy back I had when I was 21, working out, lifting weights, and I'm doing kickboxing, restorative yoga, booty yoga, kinergy. Like, I'm doing things that move my body in different ways without just lifting weights. I'm not running. I'm not doing high impact. Well, kickboxing is, but it's cushiony, and you can go at your own pace. But like, I allow myself to challenge myself when I'm at kickboxing, when I'm in yoga. Things, I don't know, she's moving like a pretzel, and I'm like, I'm gonna try it. And I let my body move to a point of resistance where it's like, okay, because I don't want to be in pain the next day where it's like I can't function. I understand muscle pain, right? But that's besides the point. The point is that it is a trauma response for us to not do things that bring us joy, not do things that make us feel good. In a lot of my sessions with my coaching clients and in readings, when I am being told from spirit and from that person's like inner child, I want to move, they need to move, they need to get up and dance, they need to like headbang, they need to do weird positions. And I would literally, I get up and I show them positions that spirit's showing me, because I'm very I'm active in the reading. I'm so present that like I merge with the person's self to show them, right, what they're supposed to be doing. And it's up to them to do it. But spirit will continuously tell you what is best for you and what is needed for you to get the energy moving, to go into to bring more joy into your body, because we have trauma responses, and it's not just working out. We all have many, many trauma responses. Anything that feels good and brings a lot of joy, and then for some reason we're like, I don't really know if I want to do that. Or we have parts that, oh, we're really tired. Maybe we shouldn't go do that today. Or, oh, I have all this to do. I can't do that. When you know that's the thing that makes you feel good and gets energy out of you and moving, you distract yourself. Distraction and switching from something you want to do and you know that is good for you. Don't get me wrong, resting, very important for you. But I know that I wasn't tired because literally like an hour before I know that I'm going to work out, not all my parts, but majority of them speak up like, no, let's just like read this book. Let's do content. And I'm like, that's a trauma response. We've worked through this. We know how good this feels. We are feeling heavy because we're feeling the energy of the collective. We are not completely healed, and because we haven't forgiven ourselves for allowing ourselves to be in that relationship where we were shamed even though we were enjoying working out, right? So there's a lot of self-forgiveness, self-compassion that goes into restarting healthy habits. And this Mercury retrograde, which ends October 3rd, I think, is all about bringing from the past healthy behaviors, patterns, beliefs, and emotions that you stop doing. So even if it's like reading a book that you really enjoyed, or maybe writing poetry and you don't know why, or like painting and you don't know why you stopped doing it, but it's something you used to really love, even if it was from childhood, you are being called right now to do that, because that will help release the trauma, the fear, and any anger, resentment, anything you're holding on to that's very subconscious. So, once again, I'm gonna wrap this up because I gotta go shower and eat. I am a sweaty caboose. Don't even know what that means, but I'm sweaty. Have patience with yourself. Know when you are starting to talk yourself out of doing something that is new, that brings you joy, that allows your body to move. Literally just try every day stretching when you wake up, like a dog, a cat, right? They stretch when they wake up. They move the stuck energy. Put on some music. Allow yourself to stand and just intuitively sway. Every day, allow your body to just move. That will get the energy moving. When you're at work, if you have to sit behind a computer, move your legs. Shake out your hands. Just do some stretches. Do one that elongates your spine and moves your spine gently. Do one that gets the impulses in your feet and hands moving. It reboots energy, because basically your aura, if you don't know how to protect your aura, you're just a vacuum. You're just taking in everyone else's shit and your own shit. It's just like, so you're getting tired, or you don't want to do things, or you go home and drink or drug or whatever, or drown yourself out by TV or binge eat, whatever it is. Instead, listen to your body. What does your body need? Because give your protective trauma parts, give them a new role. Give them one that's play. Give them one that's joy. And say, hey guys, the more we do this, the more we allow ourselves to flow and be in states of play and social, it'll feel good, and we'll feel safer in our body, that we won't need to escape and distract, right? So, once again, it is very, very easy for us to stop doing things that bring us joy. We stop doing things that bring us joy out of trauma. So does the trauma response when we are told by either the universe, through like different hints, through our own thoughts, through spirits, through readings, through guides of, hey, you should probably get up and dance, or you keep like, let's say you keep like seeing all these art things. You're like, oh, I used to love to paint, right? The universe is telling you all the time what is needed for you to better you. Just pay attention, because it's those parts that when you're about to, like, let's say you're about to paint, we don't really need to paint. Painting's stupid. Like, who are you painting for anyways? That part of you is the one holding the trauma because it's protecting you from a pain from the past. So bring that part of you along for the ride and just start painting and ask that part of you, hey, paint through me. Paint through me. Let's release this pain, this trauma, this stuck energy. Let's get it out. And I'm using painting as an example because I went to fashion design school, couldn't draw the way that they wanted. And I remember when I was young, I did like to draw and paint. I didn't do it like everyone else. But I realized I wasn't doing it because I thought I couldn't because I was comparing myself. So it was a trauma response. So one day I just tried doing it and I asked Spirit, hey, bring in my inner artist. I don't need to make it perfect. Just bring in my inner artist. And now I draw all the time and I paint things and I'm like, because that's another way to get energy moving. When you don't do things you enjoy, or you prevent yourself from doing things you enjoy, or physically moving, getting energy out of you, it's a trauma response. And that's what you need to check in with, because it is so easy for us to stop doing things that we enjoy in order to either fit in or to have an excuse or whatever. So it's easy for us to have unhealthy behaviors and patterns because those are trauma responses to protect us from something that used to bring us joy. So take curious actions, listen to your body, not your thoughts. Listen to your body. What's your body saying to you? And just build a relationship with yourself. Find that balance. Find joy. I love you. Get moving and grooving. Woo, 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 woo. And bring balance between your mind, body, spirit, soul, emotional, physical, mental, spiritual health are all one. Because you are one. You are one unit. No one else is your unit besides you. So you are the only person that can bring yourself into a state of balance. And I'm just throwing this out there, but Maria and I both do coaching that helps you understand the power of bringing that balance in and helping empower you to find that balance, to see where those little cracks of unsafety or protective saboteur parts are. We support you and we bring in tools for you from Spirit to support you in finding that infinite balance that makes you feel peace and harmony, because it is possible. So I'm going to go shower my bod and call on the spirit of water to cleanse me and allow healing energy to flow into my space. And I wish you all beautiful showers or baths whenever you take one next. And have a beautiful night, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever dimension and earth you're on. I love you. I love you. I love you.